I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man eye, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a enterprising, I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
Alrighty, man. Yeah, man. What is going on, everybody? We're back. For another episode of Unscripted, man. And, man, we got a lot of crazy stuff has happened since Friday. Wrestle Dream happened yesterday on Sunday, October 1st. And there's obviously the huge elephant in the room we'll get to, man. But yeah, it really happened. Bro. He got the song and everything. So
can't believe it.
Crazy. We'll definitely have to. We will be doing the recap of Wrestle Dream for you guys on Friday. I still have to finish watching the show. I have to watch the beginning of the show because I started watching the show like halfway through. So I still have to watch like the beginning portion of the show, which I missed. But yeah, man. So Wrestle Dream happened, and we'll definitely talk a little bit about that in a minute, but not too much AEW to talk about. This was actually one of the more enjoyable episodes, to be 100% honest with you, Bad. Yeah. One of the more enjoyable episodes of Dynamite, man. I liked everything. All the big stuff we got. I like the sit down interviews they had. The promos were really good. The matches were good. There's definitely something that opened the show that we have to talk about. But yeah, we'll get to that. But other than that, dude, and then as for Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw was okay. Tonight. It was we got more furthering of the Drew McIntyre heel turn, which is always nice. We got some interesting developments in the Judgment Day story. And as for that, other than that, there was not really too much, to rave about on Monday Night Raw. Well, obvious. There's another elephant in the room that is absolutely exciting about Monday Night Raw. And aside from that, there was a little bit of WWE changing their plans because I think because of Edge joining AEW. They wanted to counter that, and it actually makes me very happy what they chose to kind of counter that with a Walter versus Ciampa match. Lets you know, I guess, a little bit of the faith they have in Walter and Tommaso Ciampa. So we just gotta continue with it, and then at the end of the show, I think a certain somebody was brought back, and I could also see that being a byproduct of Edge joining AEW. And WWE kind of wanting to, get people talking about them, so I could see that being a byproduct of that, but we'll talk about that at the end of the show and stuff, man. But other than that, man, it wasn't so bad, to be honest.
Truly, man, truly. Before Dynamite and at the start of Dynamite, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And during the show, it got better and better, and it ended up being one of the better episodes in recent times. So that was good, man. Sunday was the big surprise, the big moment. It was awesome. And tonight, there was another big, awesome surprise and moment. So it was a pretty fun week, man. Pretty fun week.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. It definitely has been, bro. It definitely has been. And then, yeah, no. Oh, LA Knight returned on SmackDown, so that's good piece of news coming out of SmackDown. So we'll definitely get to all of it though. But before that, let's hop right into the intro, man. Let's hop right into the intro, and then after the intro, we got some pretty cool stuff to go into with you guys, man. So what is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, and this is episode 163 of Unscripted, man. And with that, man, yes, this is episode 163 of Unscripted. And if you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we are on here with Unscripted after Monday Night Raw, and every Friday we are on here with the news at 4 p.m. Central. With that, man, if you guys did miss his past Friday's edition of the news, that is Tony Khan talks about the 12 pay-per-view schedule, 12, monthly pay-per-view schedule, 12 a year schedule, and he also talks about the rumors of him buying New Japan. We talked about Tony Khan and what he had to say about regarding all those topics, being that he's kind of I guess at this point he's kind of a pretty sought after guy to talk to, following all the rumors that have surrounded him and whatnot. So, that media call was definitely going to be an interesting one. So we got sort of answers, we got like Tony Khan answers, the typical Tony Khan answers. So we talked about all that and Wrestle Dream predictions. We also talked about how Edge was close to signing with All Elite Wrestling, and we also got to see yesterday how that unfolded and how close he actually was, which obviously seemed to be the case. So if you guys did miss that, that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live on YouTube every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, man. And with that, man, if this is your first time watching, guys, haven't got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir social media pages, man. You got all 8 of these beautiful designs plus more on the merch shop for you guys, man. You have the Chicago flag design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC design, the Biggie inspired design, the base logo design, the best kept secrets of the IWC, the Riddler inspired design, the Notorious World Order design. You have it in the Chicago flag version, like you see on your screen. You also got the classic black and white and the Wolfpack red designs available on the merch shop as well. You have the Notorious Heels Grand Slam design, the baseball jersey inspired design, Then you got the Notorious scratch logo and the only community that matters. All 8 of these beautiful designs, plus more. There are more on the merch shop, plus these ones, man, available for you guys right now. And with that, man, if you guys would like to pick up a piece of merch, again, it is at the link of the top of the description of this very video. The link is I am choking over my words, dude. The link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. So, with that, man, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
What's up, bro? What's up? Oh, it's good, man. It's good. Everything is everything is good, man. Pretty normal weekend. Got to watch Wrestle Dream at the end there, and I enjoyed what I saw. Enjoyed it more than I thought I would have, but I did enjoy it overall, man. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But again, man, I've been good. Just been chilling, man. Been normal. Been normal, man. But like Toronto always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, man. The family's good. How's everybody doing in the chat or in the replay, man? What about you, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing very good, bro. I'm doing very good, man. Doing very good. Spent my day to myself doing a little figure hunting. Man. I found 2 that I was looking for. I found Hook. And I found a Target exclusive Samoa Joe. So it was finally about damn time I got my fucking old Elite Samoa Joe off the AEW shelf and insert an actual Samoa Joe, an actual AEW Samoa Joe on the shelf, man. So super sweet to finally get the chance to do that, bro. So it was real cool. But man, other than that, yeah, nothing too much, bro. Just I am beyond excited that Johnny Gargano has finally made his way back. I was literally just wearing the Johnny Wrestling shirt last night, and it was incredibly sad when I put it on, because I just thought about the possibility of him getting fired. Actually, I was wearing it earlier today, and I seen these 2 wrestling fans while I was at Walmart, and they peeped my shirt. 3 people today peeped my shirt, actually. This one guy was wearing a Jay Briscoe, his memorial shirt. So, yeah, I don't know. Wrestling fans were just out today, I guess. But I seen these 2 guys, and they were like, yo, I like your shirt. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, I really hope he doesn't get released. Because I just fucking, I would have just, God, that would have just sucked. WWE would have fumbled that so hard if they genuinely let Johnny Gargano go, but he's not released. And it looks like it may not be when we wanted it, because the fact that we did not get DIY versus KO and Sammy is still a crime, and it will always be a crime, and I will hold them to that crime. But maybe we're looking at the guys that take the titles off the Judgment Day.
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So that's how I'm doing. Bro. But other than that, all right. Is it time?
It's time.
Alrighty, man. So here we go. Another one of these announcements, bro. It is finally done. It has been in the studio for quite some time, cooking up for you guys.
Yeah.
It has been in development for quite some time. There's been a lot of bouncing ideas off of each other and trying to find the right design that really brings out that oomph. But we have found the official Notorious Heels podcast Halloween design. To be 100% honest, I thought it was going to be a Halloween design. It's still going to be our Halloween shirt, but this might be one of our shirts we promote yearly. It is that damn beautiful. Not that the Christmas shirt we won't promote yearly, but, you know, it's kind of a Christmas thing, so that should be coming back into the fold soon. It's a beautiful shirt. But this one, man, this one could genuinely be an all year round wear, man. So I present to you the Halloween shirt in 3, 2, 1. There it is, man. You see it on your screen. You see it on your screen, man. The Halloween design, which, like I said, dude, this is just so fucking damn beautiful. This is so damn beautiful. I genuinely don't even know. It might end up being one of our shirts in regular rotation. So yeah, man, here it is, man. This is the design. It's obviously mine and Sir K's face, but instead of our face, it's skulls.
Yeah.
So this is the Halloween design, man. This is the Halloween design. But like I said, this is genuinely, I know I say this every time we come out with a shirt, but if the shirt doesn't pop off and make me and if the shirt doesn't pop off and become one of my favorite designs, at least in that moment, then we probably won't come out with it, because all our shirts are just bangers. We have the best merch out of anybody on fucking YouTube, man. Creative designs, breath of fresh air designs, man. And this is one of them, dude. This is truly one of my favorite designs. I love the fucking look of this shirt, man. Love it.
I truly do, man. I truly do. The red pops, man. The placement of the letter, it's the perfect shirt, man. I genuinely do love it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So this is our Halloween shirt, but like I said, dude, this shirt is so fucking clean. This genuinely just might be ones in our regular rotation, because damn, this is fucking nice, bro. When I finished up with it last night, finally put the finishing touches on it. It's one of those shirts, man. I just sat there for a minute and just looked at it like, damn, that is fucking clean. So,
it really is.
So yeah, man. So here it is, man. This is our Halloween shirt. So, hey, man, if you're, somebody like me, and you don't like to dress up for Halloween anymore, but maybe you do want a little bit of festive merch just to kind of, be in the spirit, look no further, man, than Notorious Heels podcast Halloween shirt design, man. I think we're going to call it the other side. So this should be available for you guys tomorrow morning, or probably late tonight or tomorrow morning. This should be available for you guys on Bonfire. So it's not on there yet, but it will be up there tomorrow morning. Or like I said, you guys could probably even check back a little later tonight, and it'll probably be available up there for you guys, man. And it's going to be the usual. It'll be available in a shirt, hoodie, tank top, youth, the normal we do. So yeah, man, this is the Halloween design, man. So after months of being in the studio, it has finally came out. It has finally came out the oven. And it's hot. It's hot for you guys, man. So, yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Halloween merch, man. That's the Halloween merch. And yeah. So
shit's heat, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So
love it.
Dynamite. Well, let's talk about an hour before Dynamite. So an hour before Dynamite, what was I doing? I think I was just Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. I was just, sitting in my living room, watching YouTube, waiting for Dynamite to come on, and I get a text from my great friend, Logan PN. And he says, "Are you fucking serious? Another open challenge." And I was like, who the fuck is doing an open challenge now? And I find out it's international champion Rey Fenix, who's doing an open challenge, and it has been answered by Jeff Jarrett. It's okay, bro. I know you've been waiting like 5 days to talk about this, bro. So how did you find this out? And please give me your thoughts.
This company is so goddamn lucky. The rest of that show was good because, dude, building up to Dynamite that night, I'm doing my thing, chilling out. I go to Twitter, and I just see. Well, no, it was Logan that I saw from first. I open that, and I just see Rey Fenix versus Jeff Jarrett. And dude, I was losing it, man. Dog, you got the roster that you have with people as disgruntled as you have, singles talent. You have people like Malachi Black, what are these fucking AEW super fans on Twitter saying? The Muay Thai Undertaker, the lore merchant, as they call him. Dog, you got people like him who are disgruntled because they're not getting singles matches in AEW. And you go ahead. Not only do you keep the title on Rey Fenix in the first place, me, if I was chairman, if I was Tony Khan, probably would have stripped him personally. But that's just me being a prick. But that company would hate me if I ran that bitch. If I had to do an open challenge, because that's really all you could do after, Rey Fenix and that situation. Unless if you even put him on TV, which I probably wouldn't, that'd be my other option. You put him against Jeff Jarrett. Dude, what is the dirt that Jeff Jarrett has on Tony Khan where he's booked in all this fucking shit? How is Jeff Jarrett a bigger mainstay on AEW television than Malachi Black, Andrade, Keith Lee? How many people did I forget to name because we don't fucking see them? How has Jeff Jarrett had more matches, more singles matches than Malachi Black, than Andrade, than Keith Lee? What? Dude, that in itself is a fucking crime. And I read that shit. And of course, Tony Khan with his stupid fucking traditions. I guess that fucking title just starts the show no matter what now, no matter who champion. Because, dude, I am so sick of these Tony Khan traditions. Literally, it's going to eventually evolve over time into every segment and next segment of the show is going to be a tradition. Oh man, a tradition that the third segment of Dynamite is this, and a tradition that the sixth match on Dynamite is this type of match. Like, dude, that's what it's gonna fucking turn into at this point. This fucking dork and his fucking traditions, pay-per-view traditions, location traditions, fucking television predictions where people always gotta start or a certain thing always has to start this show. Like, stop. Just let the show happen. Let these pay-per-views go where they can be, where the market is hot for them. Dude, Tony Khan traditions are just, I hate them. I've grown to completely fucking hate them, man. I really have. But, yeah, dude, the start and before Dynamite, I was pissed. And I was just like, the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this company? What the fuck is wrong with this mark? Fucking putting Jeff Jarrett in against Ray Phoenix, two of the fucking worst acts on your show.
Yeah,
And
no
that's what we got, man.
dude. Dude, so you know, I'm glad you brought this up because we talked about this past week. You mentioned how Jeff Jarrett's had more singles matches on AEW television, more matches on AEW television than Keith Lee, than Andrade, than Malachi Black. And, you know, I just want to say it for everybody else, but, dude, you have, you've had a lot of people saying, oh, WWE is so bogus. They're just scarfing up all this talent to keep them away from AEW. Now it seems like the coin is flipped a little bit. Now it seems as if Tony Khan got a lot of these guys to keep them away from Triple H, because you can't fucking tell me you wanted these guys on your roster to bolster your roster, to make your roster better, because your roster looks like horse shit. Or no, sorry. You have a great roster. The way you use these guys is horse shit. Fucking the way you book these guys is complete horse shit. Dude, you cannot tell me you want these guys to better their careers and to give them more opportunity, because all you have done with these guys like Andrade, guys like Keith, guys like Malachi Black, all you have done with them is show me exactly why, or show me that you wanted to keep them away from Triple H. And that is the sole reason why you pick them up. And you do not value them at all. You just want them because you know you'll get a pop for their debut, and then you'll just keep them forever to keep them away from Triple H.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Dude, free these men. For the love of God.
Oh, dude. I swear to God, he really should. He just holds him to keep him from Triple H when they could thin out his roster and let them go be happy somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to use them. Look at who we have as our all Atlantic international champion right now, Ray Phoenix, right? So I know the talk is super heavy because he is going around telling everybody he wants to be the first black AEW champion. But what about a guy like Swerve? What about a fucking guy like Swerve? We don't think Swerve could hold the international championship. I know everybody wants to put him in that title picture of the AEW championship because that's what he's been talking about, right? But in the meantime, while MJF is doing what he's got to do, what are we doing with the international championship? I'll tell you what we're doing. We have a champion that does not need to be a champion right now. He's not, we literally could have kept the title on Orange Cassidy for this. For this, we could have kept the title on Orange Cassidy. You could have gave Orange Cassidy the win at All Out and had him go over Jon Moxley and defeat all the odds. You could have did something like that. I mean, I know we didn't know this was going to happen, but we have Ray Phoenix as the international champion when there's 1,000 other guys I would fucking rather see with that championship, dude. Again, the first name that comes to my mind being that I think it's about some time we get some gold around his waist is Swerve. The other guys I mentioned are the three guys that Sir K mentioned. I think of a guy like Andrade. I think of a guy. I think of a guy like Malachi Black. I think of a guy like Keith Lee. Why don't you put the title on these guys and try to have them establish the championship and try to have them make something of the fucking championship? We want to keep throwing the TNT championship on Darby Allin. You know, the AEW, they did it earlier this year. I think they had him become did he hold it twice or was it just once? I think it was just once after he beat. Yeah, we want to throw the championship. We want to throw the championship on. We want to throw the championship on Darby Allin, right? Darby Allin was, in my honest opinion, AEW's best TNT champion. We want to keep throwing the championship on him, but how many times can we fucking do that? How many times can we put Darby Allin in the TNT title picture? Why don't we have Darby Allin go for the international championship?
Yeah, that would be nice. Change of pace.
Yeah, I mean, look at how good he did with the TNT championship. You're telling me you don't think he could put the international championship on? You don't think you're telling me we can't put the international championship on him and have him make that one a little bit more prestigious? There, I just gave you 5 fucking names you can put the international championship on, and I know I'm forgetting some. I know I'm forgetting people along the lines of Konosuke Takeshita, people along the lines of Wheeler Yuta, Claudio, Ricky Starks, all these guys. We only have one world championship to go around, so why don't we give love to the other championships?
Exactly.
Especially the one, especially the one that's in dire fucking need of help right now. Now, I want to remind you guys, a month ago, for as much as I hated Orange Cassidy's title reign, after All Out, that championship looked like $1 million fucking bucks.
Exactly.
They defended that in the main event of the pay-per-view in a fucking amazing match. Amazing storytelling in the match of Orange Cassidy just getting broken down. That title looked like $1 million watching Orange Cassidy in a fucking war for once in his life. And he put on an absolute banger and earned a lot of people's respect that night. I think he earned mine. I think I said it that night, but he earned my respect that night. That was amazing. The fucking final image of him going to put his hands in the pockets and turning around the 2 middle fingers at Jon Moxley at All Out. That was amazing.
Oh, 100%. That shit was super fucking dope. And, well, I agree with that. This is the only time I'm gonna ever say that. Rush to get that fucking title off that fucking guy. Get it on someone legit.
Seriously, bro. And with all the names that I just mentioned to you guys, I'm sure there are even more that I'm forgetting of people you can put that championship on and they can actually do very, very, very good things with it. But instead, we got the title on Rey Fenix. And what do you know? He's doing an open challenge. It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Seriously.
If you are creatively bankrupt, you can email me. You can email Sir K. And you can have 2 members of your creative team that can at least fucking make an attempt to tell a story and not throw out open fucking challenges every week. Tell me you are not tell me you are creatively bankrupt without telling me you're creatively bankrupt. And what do?
Exactly.
You go and give everybody open challenges, but then when fans want to say something about it, then the wrestlers get pissed because we don't understand the concept. If you put a fucking jobber in the ring with main event talents, then the jobbers are superstars all of a sudden. I guess that's how that works. What do I fucking know?
Fans, that's the way to build people up. And I don't get it, man. And something seriously needs to change in this fucking company.
Out of FTR's open challenge, these jobbers that they were in the ring with, who were they? I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't fucking tell you. Who can? They're nobodies.
And they're not anymore known because they had a match on fucking Collision with FTR. No, how about you build people up to have a match with FTR so they look credible and not like enhancement talent. And then for Rey Fenix's open challenge, we get Jeff Jarrett. You couldn't have came up with anybody else on the roster. Anybody to answer an open challenge. I mean, he's not even the best guy in his group. You could have at least sent Jay Lethal out there.
That would be nice. A match
But
I
no.
can actually watch.
Can you fucking finally send me Chris Hero? For the love of fucking God, can you send me Chris Hero out there? Please.
I'm telling you, man.
Anyways. So that was the opening to Dynamite. It was an international championship match. Rey Fenix won the championship, and I'm assuming we're going to get one next week. Unless a fucking coconut fell out of the fucking palm tree and hit Tony Khan in the head and knocked some sense into him. So
At this point.
yeah. But if that didn't happen, I'm assuming we're getting one next week.
Oh, you know it. It's gonna be against some random fucking nobody. It'll be against fucking, like, Trent Beretta or some fucking bullshit.
Trent answered the open. Anyways, we get Better Than You, Baby. We get Better Than You, Baby out there cutting a promo to address their match at Wrestle Dream. Adam Cole comes out in crutches. He's rolling around in the ring. He has to sit down to do his promo. I know this is real, but oh yeah, that's right. It is Nick Jackson. Yes, that's right. Nick Jackson did win. Well, actually, I will say that's kind of cool. They're doing a little callback to episode 1 of AEW Dynamite. I think they had Nick Jackson versus Rey Fenix. So that's kind of cool.
It's the anniversary, so
yeah,
that's all right. I'll accept that one.
So I'll give them a pass for this week. And Nick Jackson is fucking amazing.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, dude, Logan, to address your to address your comment, he says we're getting Bucks versus FTR again. Do we not have any other tag teams on this roster? Apparently not, which is why I was pulling for Aussie Open to win that match, because then we would have got Aussie Open versus the Young Bucks, and that is something that I would have loved to see.
Oh, truly.
But no, we don't get that. So they're out there, and I know that this ankle injury is real, but just the over exaggeration of him sitting in a steel chair, you know, while he was him sitting in the steel chair and doing the Adam Cole baby while he was in the chair. I feel like that's things that they're doing to make us think it was a work when he comes back.
Yeah, I think so. And I think they're making it out to be worse than it is. I think that's like one of the main points too.
I think so. I think so. Definitely. I think so, man. I could definitely see it, bro. But yeah, man. So yeah, Adam Cole and MJF are out there, and Adam Cole says, you know, when I jumped off the ramp last week, my ankle pretty much exploded. I broke it in 3 spots. Britt Baker shared his x-rays and stuff actually on her Twitter. He said his ankle exploded. He said his ankle exploded, and therefore their match with the Righteous is going to have to be put on hold, because they are going to have to relinquish the ROH Tag Team Championships. MJF said, whoa. We didn't talk about relinquishing the titles. MJF said that they're not relinquishing the titles. He said he's going to go in and face the Righteous. He said he's going to go in and face the Righteous for the ROH Tag Team Championships in a handicap match. And yeah, so Adam Cole was like, what? And yeah, he told Roddy came out. He told Adam he needs him right now. It's super important. And then he said, MJF said, look, man, I know that's your boy. I know that's your boy. And he said, I respect. He said, I respect what you. He said, I don't like him. He said, I don't like him, but I can respect that he's your boy. And if you got to go take care of business, go take care of business. And I'll be waiting here ready for you when you come back. Gave him knuckles, and Adam Cole left. And he went to go attend to Roddy, who had his neck brace on and was screaming at him at the top of the ramp. So
Interesting, man. It's really, really interesting. I like I like where they're going with this, man. The injury angle, even though it's mostly real, is very interesting, especially what happened at the end of the show.
mm-hmm. It's definitely interesting, Logan. It's definitely interesting. I could see it being a work, and I could also see it being real. I don't know. It's one of those. It's one of those things. For me at least, it's a little hard to. It's a little hard to determine. It's a little hard to determine right now for me, because I could see it being real. I could see it being real, and I could also see it being fake. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But we did get a Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale match. Willow had an eye patch, and her eye was turning black, like what was happening to Julia Hart. Is Willow gonna join the House of Black?
I don't. I hope not. That sounds kind of too much.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see it though. I could see them doing that. I could see them doing that, man. Oh God, Logan. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. He says, "Why would MJF retain the tag titles if it wasn't?" That is true. That's
That is true.
That's a good point. But I will say, I also agree with your other comment that says the Righteous should have won either way. The only way I'd be okay with them actually losing that match, which obviously they did, is if you wanted to put them and move them up to the AEW tag division. But either way, dude, I mean, that just makes them look horrible. That makes them look fucking horrible. I mean, I know it's MJF and he's a huge star, but like, it's fucking 2-on-1. You guys couldn't get the job done?
Y'all couldn't beat up MJF and you outnumber him like crazy? Come on. Yeah, that was a really bad look for them.
Seriously, man. You could have had the guy in the devil mask come out and attack, or not attack, but distract MJF, and then it could have ended up being Adam Cole. It could have ended up being Adam Cole who, reveals the reason he costs MJF is because he doesn't want the fucking ROH tag titles. He wants the fucking world championship.
No, exactly. Because the fuck?
So, yes, but Julia Hart, the reason I wanted to mention this, Julia Hart has gotten way fucking better from the last time I seen her wrestle. Like, way, 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 way better.
Yeah, she's been really improving, man. It is really good to see.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So yeah, man. So that was Willow Nightingale and Julia Hart. Julia Hart did pick up the victory. Next, we had the contract signing between we had a sit-down interview between Darby Allin and Christian Cage.
Like, go.
Christian is sitting there, and Darby's sitting there, and JR says, we've agreed to no physicality here tonight. Dude, fucking Christian, bro. He says to Darby, he says, was this the one where he did the, oh, wait? Oh, yeah, it was. So he's like, he says to Darby, he says, they're talking about the match, and he says to Darby, he says, this is going to be in your hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your mom, Bring your brother, bring your sister, bring your father, bring your uncle. Oh, wait. How is your uncle, by the way? Darby says he's dead. Is this what you do? You just talk shit about everybody that's dead? Christian says, yeah, well, you know, he sounds like a great guy, right? Taking his 5-year-old nephew for a stroll while he was intoxicated. And what happened to him, Darby? Dude. This fucking guy.
Fucking Christian, man. I love it, dude. That shit killed me. He did it twice, too.
He did, bro. So then, like I said, Darby said he's dead. Is that what you do? You talk shit about everybody that's dead. And he tells Darby that he's hiding behind his face paint. So Darby grabs water and he pours it on his face and he starts rubbing his face paint off. And he says to Christian, do you think I'm hiding behind this face paint? And fucking Christian's just sitting there yelling back at him, yeah, I do. Oh, God. This was a fantastic sit down. Christian just being a fucking menace. He then tells Darby Allin that he is not the right mentor for Nick Wayne. And he is not who he should have under his wing. And yeah, that was a sit-down interview, man, and it was fucking fantastic. I loved this sit-down interview. Man. Christian always fucking knocks it out of the park. Darby knocks it out of the park, man. So this feud's just been awesome. It has.
It really has, dude. I love what they've been doing here. That shit killed me. He did it twice. He did the 08 about Buddy Wayne later in that same promo. And dude, Christian is truly my GOAT, man. I love this reign. I love it.
Oh, dude. Yes, the TNT title has been put back on the map. Christian Cage makes this thing feel so important because he has such a grip on it. It's just fantastic, man. Fucking Christian is an absolute gem. And then for the final thing on AEW Dynamite, or what we thought was the final thing, the face-to-face, I believe this was a contract signing, I think, between Swerve and Hangman.
Mm-hmm. It was.
This was awesome, bro. This was awesome. I really liked this. That's what I thought too, Logan. I thought Darby was going to come out without face paint at Wrestle Dream because, obviously to play up to the fact that he's not hiding behind the face paint. And Christian would have done what he done to give him more heel ammo. So, to make Darby look like an asshole the one time he wrestles without the face paint, he fucking loses anyway because, Christian has Nick Wayne on his side now. But Swerve and Hangman, they're doing this contract signing, and Adam Page absolutely fucking lit this up, man. Absolutely lit this up. Swerve was like dead serious. Nana was about to start dancing. Swerve immediately cut it off. He said no. He told him, it's not what we're doing tonight. It's all business. So Swerve goes in there. Hangman points out that, Swerve was right about a lot of things with him. He says, yeah, it's true. I haven't gotten any new wrestling gear in over a year. Because every day for the past year I've came to work, there's been a dark cloud hovering over my head. And I never said a word about it. He says, and for no matter how much it rained on me, for no matter how long God said it was going to rain on me, I dared not to open that umbrella and start talking. So he talked about the dark cloud of AEW, and man,
yeah,
were we robbed?
Damn.
Highway robbery.
Mhm.
is what the fans got with CM Punk and the Elite, because damn, that shit could have been fucking good. But this is really the first time, I know Hangman didn't really talk about it, but this is the first time anything even alluding to this has came out of this man's mouth. But yeah, man, so he talked about how there was a dark cloud and it made him depressed, and he even got back with his boys, and he should have been the happiest that he's ever been, but something just felt off. And that something was Chicago Phil.
Chicago Phil being in the company, terminating this man after Collision.
Yeah, man. Swerve. He then told Swerve, see, you can say whatever you want about me, that I was handed opportunities and that, I had all these opportunities, but he said, but no matter for how many opportunities I got, I always knocked it out of the park.
Oh, yeah.
And that was that. And that was that, man. And then Swerve just kind of called him pathetic. He talked about the crowd for a little bit. And that was that. We're actually going to have to jump back to the MJF promo, because I completely fucking forgot. I completely skipped over the whole Switchblade part of the promo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so this was the face-to-face, man, and it was really good, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, I love what they did there, man. I really did. That Adam Page stuff was real interesting, man. Real interesting.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. It was very, very good. So yeah, man. So this was the sit-down interview with them. Okay, so after Adam Cole leaves, MJF's standing in the ring, and he says, I really can't stand. And then we hear the Bullet Club for Life intro. Jay White comes out, and he is face to face with MJF for the first time, dude. I love that AEW is doing huge names versus huge names again. Man,
Thank God.
this is so nice and refreshing to see. I hope this can be one of the bigger programs they've ever done, because this has all the potential in the world to be that, and it is fantastic. It is fantastic that they're doing something like this, bro. So with that, man, yeah. So MJF is standing face to face with Jay White, and he starts lighting Jay White up. He tells Jay White that what he told him that MJF he said he constantly had the goalpost moved for him. He said that he constantly had the goalpost moved. He would always see, well, MJF's good, but MJF's not better than insert name. And then he said the names just kept getting bigger as his star rose. But the one he had a huge problem with was when he seen MJF is good, but he's no Switchblade Jay White. He said he said he is 1,000 times what Switchblade Jay White is. He said Jay White is only a product of what somebody in Japan thought was a superstar. Now, we all know what MJF feels about people in Japan. He absolutely lit Jay White up, man. He absolutely lit Jay White up. I cannot lie. He lit that man ablaze. And
He's going nuts on his ass.
yeah, so he said a bunch of other stuff as well, but it was so good, man. It was so good. So that was one of the main things he told Switchblade, along with a bunch of other stuff. Switchblade's part was good, but a minor complaint. Did anybody else feel the same way, or did Switchblade just kind of like recite all his nicknames? And that was kind of just his rebuttal.
Yeah, he kind of just hyped himself up like it was a video package. He didn't really, shoot back.
Yeah, he talked about how he's the leader of Bullet Club and how he ruled Japan, and how it's the Switchblade era, and how he started it off really good, but as we went on, it was just him reciting his nicknames, to be honest, at least from my perspective. But he said something along the lines of, he said, see, the thing with Better Than You, Baby, is it's kind of just the fans. He said the fans love Adam Cole, but do they really love you? He told MJF. He said I feel like the fans like Adam Cole way more than they like you, and then the fans started chanting MJF, and then after that he kind of just went into reciting all of his nicknames. The one that made sense was when he said, "You and Adam Cole would never be best buds if it wasn't for me taking him out at the first Forbidden Door event," which then he would proceed to call himself the Catalyst. And the more he describes situations like that, he kind of is the Catalyst. Like, he's the reason for, like, a lot of kayfabe. He's, like, kayfabe, the reason for, like, a lot of things. Like, you know, he took over Bullet Club, the Elite left, started AEW, so you could say he's the catalyst for that, you know. But the more he says it, the more he lays out these scenarios, the more it makes sense. I can't lie.
No, exactly. It's very interesting in a way that's pretty true, man. It's pretty true, and it's pretty crazy to see. I wish he just talked about more stuff like that, about how maybe, without knowing it, Adam Cole created MJF's worst enemy and bringing in Jay White. So, I wish he did bring up that you know, it was, you know, Adam Cole that initially brought Jay White into AEW at the first Forbidden Door. But the start of Switchblade stuff was really nice, but like you said, he just got into basically just hyping himself up like he was a promo package.
Yeah, so that was, as we got into the later stretch of the promo, I was kind of just looking like, okay, is he just going to keep reciting his nicknames, his fucking different nicknames, King Switch and all this other stuff? I was like, what are we doing here? But anyway, very, very good nonetheless. Very good nonetheless. And I love that AEW's putting these guys together. And I think they could really make some true magic, bro. I really think they can. So, going back to the Swerve and Hangman thing. So as soon as that gets done at the end of the show, we go into this hallway. And the cameraman's running up the hallway. And at the end of the hallway, in this little room, we can see a guy getting attacked. And I said to myself, I was like, is that Switchblade? And, you know, it initially didn't make too much sense to me because Switchblade is a heel, right? And, so I was like, okay, so whoever this is has to be a heel as well, or baby? Are they babyface? Now, another thing that's interesting to note, this was four guys that were attacking Jay White. Now, as they got done attacking him, we get an out zoom to a fifth member, a member wearing the MJF devil mask. Now, I also want to mind you that at the end of the Adam Cole part of the MJF promo, Roddy told Adam that he needed him, and Adam Cole went with them.
I mean, it's true, he did go with them.
So were they the perpetrators? But if there's four of them, then who's the guy in the devil mask? Or if Adam Cole's the guy in the devil mask, then who's the fourth guy that wasn't in the devil mask?
Could it be Kyle O'Reilly? Could he be back? And we don't know it yet. Interesting, dude. It's really interesting. I like where they're going with this.
Yes, and I like that we have a fucking interesting story into this that we can sink our teeth into.
A story, a mystery, something to see. I like it, dude. This is what AEW's been missing.
Yeah, man, but I also don't know if it could be any of those guys, because is AEW going to look at that as maybe a little bit too predictable for it to just be Roddy and the Kingdom and Adam Cole, and a returning Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know, man.
It's interesting, dude. I don't know, man.
Maybe it's
Could be
Retribution.
Oh
Mustafa
God.
Ali did just get released.
Retribution, AEW, let's go.
But yeah, man, I have no idea who this could be. I feel like it's Adam Cole. Cole. But then again, the guy that we seen was kind of skinny. Definitely didn't have MJF's build, so I don't know. I genuinely have no idea.
It was Britt Baker. And Adam Cole's one of the other guys beating him up.
It could have been, bro. It could have
You
been.
never know. Exactly.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. Now then again, the person that we seen that night on Wednesday very well could not be the person under the mask that we ultimately get to reveal himself. You know what I mean? They could have just been a stand-in for night one, similar to Retribution. When they first debuted, they were all normal size, lean people. And then by the time we got the revealers under the mask, there was just two giant fucking dudes that clearly were never there before. Yeah.
Literally.
Mason
like,
T-Bar.
Exactly. So it's interesting, man, and they could do the same thing. I feel like they might.
I could see it. I could see it, man.
See it.
So, I don't know, man, but we will just have to wait and see who ends up revealing themselves, man, as a member of this group, I guess. And if it is Kyle O'Reilly, Roddy, Adam Cole, and the Kingdom, we're definitely getting a group called the Undisputed Kingdom.
Oh, you fucking know it, dude. Ugh.
So
that's exactly what they're called.
Yep. So they used Mike Bennett and Matt Taven to replace Bobby Fish.
And I would take Bobby Fish, man.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's not even a question.
What the fuck are those two gonna do? Bore me.
Quick side note. So yeah, that was AEW Dynamite, man, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated on this story, man. I'm very interested to see who it is. So, quick side note, man. I heard NXT No Mercy was actually pretty damn good.
I heard that too, man. That's interesting.
I heard it was pretty good, man, which is very nice to see. I heard Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton had a fucking great match. And Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes had a great match, too. Trick won the North American title. Cool to see. Baron Corbin had a sick-ass entrance. What'd you think about Braun Breaker's helmet?
I wasn't crazy about it. It was too furry for me. Dude kind of looked like a Ferrado cap, but I get what he was going for, but I wasn't crazy about it.
Fair enough. I actually liked it. I mean, it was a little odd when I first seen it, but it kind of grew on me. I'll tell you what, it's better than Sammy's panda.
Oh.
For me, it's better than the panda. At least this dog looked a little evil. That was at least for me.
At least with Guevara, it really just looked like a stupid ass hat for me. It was just like a dumbass panda hat. This was like, dude was wearing a fursuit. Like, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about it. Not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. fair enough. But on the other hand, Baron Corbin's entrance was fucking sick. That was sick as fuck.
Oh, that shit went nuts.
It really was, bro. That shit was hard as hell. Dragunov won the NXT championship, so I thought maybe we were gonna get the wheels rolling on calling Carmelo up and putting him with Bobby and the Street Profits, but I guess not, because if you looked at their little backstage segment they did, he kind of looked at Trick's North American Championship and kind of eyed it. So, like, dude, he already fucking won the North American Championship. Why are you going to have him going after Trick for the North American Championship again?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I thought he was getting called up. I hope he still is.
Me too, bro. Me too. And then the final thing, Joe Gacy and Ava end their alliance, so the schism is over. Hopefully we can get fucking Joe Gacy actually being cool again.
No, he was cool. Schism was fucking cool.
4 Roots, dead tree.
Oh.
That's
4 Roots, the tree. How about that?
Golly. Monday Night Raw. As soon as the show opens up... Oh. Whoops. Completely forgot about SmackDown. LA Knight came out to help John Cena. NXT came out to help John Cena. Wait, what did I just say? LA Knight came out to help John Cena against the Bloodline. And after the Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar match, the Street Profits came out and beat the shit out of both of them to try to get back in the good graces and prove their worth to Bobby Lashley. Because earlier in the night, Bobby Lashley told them they need to prove themselves if they want him to give them another shot.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, man.
And I like what they're doing with Cena and Knight, man. I like how they're putting those two together.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. So,
yeah. We got another shock Cena reaction.
Oh, it's fantastic. Dude, LA Knight, bro, he got a huge pop. He got a huge fucking massive pop. Yeah, he got a huge pop, man. For sure, bro. So, that was pretty much everything on SmackDown. None too crazy, other than, the stuff we talked about. But Raw opens up frantically with an out-of-control brawl between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And then I believe this would lead to Raquel and Rhea Ripley coming out. So that is how Raw started. So, for the actual first segment of the night, we have Rhea Ripley calling out Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. Finn Balor was absent tonight. She says that there is no leader in the Judgment Day, but we all have our own responsibilities. But I call the shots. She says Mommy calls the shots, and but she's been gone, and she left that responsibility to somebody, and that person, and she gets right in Damian Priest's face, says, "Was you, Priest, and Dominic lost his championship, and you were supposed to be there to help him, but you weren't." I shit you not. Priest says, "I have my belt. I have my contract. Where's his title? Do you want to explain to me again how you're going to make this guy the babyface out of this situation?"
The man is a constant dick. And you're going to make him the fucking bit. And I like that he's a constant dick if you're going to keep him as a heel. Well, if you're going to make him a babyface, why is he still being an asshole? What the fuck? What you throwing shots at me for? Fuck you. That's why fucking Seth's getting his ass beat every week. Your weak ass ain't cashing in. The fuck? Man, Dom should snap back. The fuck?
I, I, I don't know. So she goes up to Dom. She says, "I'm your mommy, right?" He shakes his head, yeah, like a sad little boy. She says, "So, what does that make you?" She says, "My poppy." And she says, "So, I got you a match tomorrow night against Trick for the NXT North American Championship. You're welcome." Main event, Jey Uso comes out there. He says, "Hey, Rhea, we are so glad that you're back."
I don't fucking love Jay so man.
Damian tells him to shut up. He says he's getting real tired of hearing him talk. And JD McDonough he goes to get in his face, but the story going was that Priest and Finn aren't cleared to compete because of that brawl last week. So he goes to get in Jey Uso's face. Dominic stops him. He says, "I'll handle Jey Uso." Dude, this segment, I mean, they're all pretty bad, but this one was especially bad with like the crowd volume. You can literally hear the crowd booing at a normal rate. I mean, he's getting a lot of boos, but then you just hear them fucking turn it way up over his dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would literally be like boo. Like,
Oh,
bro,
literally,
what
dude.
are we doing, dude? Like, what?
Like,
Like, you
they're
could.
obvious.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I was gonna say, you could literally fucking hear them turning the sound up and down. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
And what happened to their fucking production, dude? They used to be able to fucking do that turn up and turn down crowd noises like nothing. Now
Seamlessly.
that, like, seamlessly, now it sounds like ass. You can at least do it good if you're gonna do it. And you used to do it good. That's why I'm shocked. For
Absolutely.
Raw every fucking week, they would just fucking amp up that crowd noise.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded normal. It sounded like half the crowd or most of the crowd was cheering for them, and they
Mm-hmm.
were.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So Jay. So Jay. Uh. So Dominic. I believe he super kicked Dominic. The other two get out of the ring, or he super kicked Dominic. The other two get out of the ring. JD McDonough comes out to give the Judgment Day the upper hand, so him and Dominic start stomping out Jay. Cody comes out. Cody comes out and starts. Cody comes out and he starts helping Jey Uso. As Adam Pearce comes out and he says, "Judgment Day, enough is enough." He tells them, "This Saturday at Fastlane, it is going to be Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships." So this is actually kind of weird to see. Earlier this year, they fucking hated Cody Rhodes, and now they're vying for the Tag Team Championships. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes.
It is, man. It is. I'm intrigued. That's really interesting to pair those two together, man.
Definitely.
Now, Jey Uso from being fucking the right hand man and second fellow Roman to doing the same thing to Cody. Poor fucking guy.
Fucking Cody, bro. So yeah, man. So this was the real first segment to Monday Night Raw. And yeah, so that was that. There was a segment a little later in the night where Damian Priest was yelling at JD in the locker room again, because JD was trying to give him ideas. JD was trying to give them ideas as to I can't remember what exactly he was trying to give him ideas for, or it might have been ideas for, how to get Dominic back the North American Championship or something like that. Rhea told Priest to shut up. She told him to shut up because he might be onto something here. And then Priest actually ended up agreeing with McDonough and saying, okay, that actually sounds like a decent idea. So, yeah, that was that. So, yeah, man. So that was that. That was that, man. And then we have Alpha Academy versus Imperium. They said during this match, they said Gunther is looking for results with the with his boys. So he said he's looking for them to start getting some victories under their belt, and to he said he's looking for them to finally start winning something, pretty much. So Alpha Academy faced Imperium, and Imperium actually won.
Oh, look at that.
Imperium won the fucking match.
They're safe for the week.
It's very nice to see, bro. It's very nice to see Imperium picking up some victories. We're seeing Tegan Nox a lot more. Johnny Gargano returns.
Triple H, he's got control for a little bit. Seems like, man, and it's nice. That's what I want to see.
It's very, very cool to see. After this, we have big Bronson Reed. They're giving him a lot of victories, man. They're starting to showcase him a lot more.
Good.
So we got Bronson Reed versus Cedric Alexander. Bronson Reed absolutely demolished this man. He absolutely demolished Cedric in like 3 minutes, hit him with the tsunami, and packed that boy up and got him out of there. So, yeah. So that was that. Xavier Woods and Ivar had a match. This one had Kofi on commentary, obviously kind of, I guess, trying to mimic what Kofi did with Ivar, and I guess Ivar trying to right the wrongs for what they did to his boy, Eric, because I guess Eric is injured. This one I want to say ended in DQ, or it was either DQ or Ivar. This one or an Ivar win. After the match, Kofi tried to help. Ivar ended up beating the shit out of both of them, stacking them on top of each other and hitting a moonsault on both of them. So, yeah.
It's building up, man. Nice to see.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Becky Lynch was backstage. She tells, she had a couple segments backstage. She told Indy Hartwell she can come to NXT for a match for the women's championship, I guess, even though that was Indy's title, but they took it off of her to call her up for absolutely no reason. To do nothing.
So, for Indy Hartwell, to her, it's, I can go back to the place where I was taken away from, to face the title that got taken away from me for no reason. That probably feels great.
Yeah, there was also another segment where she told Tegan Nox that her championship match is waiting for her. She's just not cleared because apparently she had like some big laceration happen at the No Mercy title match. She got cut open pretty bad. So, and after that, Natalya went up to Tegan and told her, "Hey, I'm sorry about last week when I was being mean to you. I just want you to know I really respect you and I really admire you." And they hugged and, yeah, showed everyone how much they love each other. Tommaso Ciampa and Gunther, they had a contract signing. Tommaso Ciampa absolutely snapped off. He said, Gunther, the difference between a guy like you and me is ever since you've got here, You've been fed full course meals. You've had the best of opportunities. Guys like me were served roadkill and expected to turn it into filet. He tells them next week, I'm going to have my family in the front row and I'm going to make history in front of them.
He losing.
What's up?
He got his family coming. He losing. Well,
so then he tells then Walter speaks, and Walter says, you have a championship match for one of the most prestigious championships in this company's history, and you choose to come dressed like this. You know, Ciampa's dressed like Ciampa. He's got, you know, his cut-off shirt. He's got his camo pants. And he tells, and Gunther's in a suit. He looks like a fucking badass hitman. So he tells him, you come dressed like this, and this is the most important match. This is the most important match of your career for the most important championship in our sport. He then tells him, Tommaso Ciampa says, you know, we don't have to wait till next week. We could do this tonight. And Gunther told him, well, if that's what you want, then prove it. And Ciampa said, well, I'm sure we can switch a few words around in this little contract here, and we can have this match happen tonight. And sure enough, Adam Pearce confirmed the match for tonight's main event. So that was that. That was that. Very good. I love Tommaso Ciampa's part of the promo, and watching Gunther on the mic is a beautiful fucking thing to see. Like the way, like his development on the mic is phenomenal, man. It's truly phenomenal, dude. I mean, this guy was beat red in the face, screaming about how much this championship meant to him and how this was the only thing in his life that meant anything to him.
Damn, poor Jenny.
I was gonna say, I guess his wife doesn't matter to him, but okay.
She said at home, like, doesn't he have a kid too?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, no, he had a child. Yeah, dude, loved it, dude. Loved the passion of Gunther, man. Or fucking, why did I say that? Love the passion of Walter, and love that drive he does, and I love it, man. And for Ciampa, love to see him get that shine, man, and he'll speak on the mic in front of a large crowd and get that reaction. I like what they're doing here, man. I really am.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I love that this was one of the things they did to, you know, attempt to steer people away from Edge joining AEW, man. This was one of their big hooks for tonight's Monday Night Raw, and I love to see two guys that I grew up watching, you know, through my teenage years, and now you know, they're on Monday Night Raw and getting some shine, bro, getting some shine. So it's nice to see, and I hope we can keep this up. And my God, the prestige that Walter puts on that Intercontinental Championship is just fucking
unreal,
insane. It's fucking insane, man.
It truly is, man. He cares about that thing so goddamn much. It's so great to see.
Yes, and he has just added so much prestige to that championship. It would be insanely hard for anybody to top it. It really would.
Oh yeah.
Tegan Knox defeats Chelsea Green with the help of Natalya. Okay.
So another fucking cursed partner that Charlie's gonna get injured when she fucking gets hold of one of those things.
Probably, man. So, Shinsuke Nakamura, well, Seth Rollins comes out there for an interview with Michael Cole. Michael Cole says, Seth, I've called you a lot of nicknames over the past years. I've watched you for years. I've known you for years. He says, He says, I've created a lot of your most famous nicknames. The Architect. He mentioned the Architect, and he mentioned a couple more, and then he said the Manipulator. And then he says, but as of recently, it seems like you're being manipulated. He says, it seems like in this scenario, you are the puppet. He says, Seth, what are you doing? And Seth says back to Cole, he says, come on, Michael. And then Cole says, no, Seth, he says, Seth, I'm serious, man. Well, what are you doing here? And Seth then tells him, Cole says, Seth, this can cost you everything. This can cost you your livelihood. It's reported that your back is not 100%. So at any given moment, you could just suffer a career-threatening injury, and it could all be over for you. He says, why do you continue to do this with Nakamura? And Seth says, Cole, let me ask you a question. How long have you been sitting behind that commentary booth? He says 26 years. Seth says, how many shows have you missed? Cole says 2. Everybody gives Michael Cole a standing ovation. And Seth says, that's why I do what I do. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're addicted to it. You love it. It drives you. After this, we get a video package from Nakamura where he is talking about how he's going to take the championship from Seth. He then starts counting. Then he comes from the crowd while the video package is still playing. Attacks Seth. Seth is on the ground, and in the video package, he's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But Seth got up during the first one, and the audio of him talking stopped. Then he got him down again, and the audio played again of him counting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it stopped, and then he hit him with like a backbreaker on a chair, and Nakamura grabbed the mic himself and just started fucking fast counting. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then he just starts fucking fast counting himself, and Seth's laying on the ground. So that was that. I can appreciate them wanting to put somebody new in the title picture, bro, but I, through this whole entire feud, just have yet to give a fucking damn about Nakamura in this day and age. I'm sorry.
No, exactly. They made him a loser before. He's going to be a loser again this time. Why would I care?
Definitely, bro. Definitely. So, Drew McIntyre came out for a promo. They were going to do... They said they were going to do a Miz TV, but Drew called it off because he has something on his chest that he said he has something he needs to get off of his chest.
Ooh.
And Drew comes out there and he talks, bro. Drew dropped the funniest fucking line I've ever heard.
Oh, no.
So he talks about how, everybody's been telling him he needs to do the right thing. And when Drew McIntyre was getting beat down by the Bloodline last year, nobody thought to do the right thing for him. So he, and then he says, see, everybody back there wants to run their mouths, but not come out to help anyway. But they don't want to come out themselves and help, Jay, but they want to, get mad at me for doing it. So then he says, but then there's Cody Rhodes. He says, and he, oh man, I love this part. He says, then there's Cody Rhodes. He says, I just feel like I'm in the Codyverse, where this guy can just come out and he does whatever he wants, and he says whatever he wants. And bro, I had
That's
to,
awesome.
fucking rewind because I said, did he just say I feel like I'm in the Cody verse? Bro,
Dude, I fucking love McIntyre, man. That pops me. Dude fucking mentioned the Cody verse.
yeah, he questioned if he was in the Cody verse because Cody can just come out and do and say whatever he wants, and everybody will love him for it. So shortly after this, The Miz came out, and they did the thing again where Drew keeps telling him to shut up, and this led to a match. Drew kind of also mentioned Broken Dreams a little bit. Miz mentioned it was he mentioned something about it being time for something, and Drew said you're out of time and it's time to fight. So he kind of little bit dropped a little Broken Dreams innuendo in there. He had a match with The Miz, beat The Miz in quick fashion. He beat him in a little bit of a heelish way. Man. And then he got on the mic afterwards. Well, not in a necessarily heelish way, but he kind of just beat the living fuck out of the man, hit him with a claymore, and then that was it. He gets on the mic afterwards, and he says, now that I'm done being the bad guy, now I'm instantly forgiven. And he puts the mic down and he walks away.
It's interesting. I like that, dude. You know how many points he just earned for me mentioning that Cody verse?
I feel like I'm in the Cody verse. I was like, what? What did he just say? That was fucking hilarious. I can't lie.
Bro mentioned the Cody verse, man. You love to see it. Like that, dude. I like what they're doing with McIntyre. I like this build up. And I like where they're going with it, man.
Yes, easily one of my favorite things as of late about Monday Night Raw. Dude, they're just treating it like a huge fucking deal, man, and I love it.
Exactly, like it actually matters.
Absolutely. So in the main event, we have Gunther versus Tommaso Ciampa for the Intercontinental Championship. What do you expect, bro? What do you expect, man? Two amazing talents going in there and putting on a fucking show. This was fantastic, man. I loved every second of this. I loved every second of it, man. I loved every second of this match. This was very, very, very good. This was very good. These two guys, Tommaso Ciampa is getting great crowd reactions, and these two guys just showed, man, just that they are superstars in your company. They are untapped superstars in your company, and it is up to you, the WWE, to do something with them. And Walter, and as for Walter, I mean, he just continues to show why he just is the future, and there is no question about that. So yeah, man. So that is that, and yeah. So that was that. Tommaso Ciampa had a great burst of offense, and then Gunther, like he does better than anybody in the business. I also want to point out, I absolutely love how now people are saying he's one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet, and we've been saying that for fucking years. And we were looked at like we were fucking nuts.
What do you mean Gunther's one of the best? Fucking, I did again. What do you mean Walter's one of the best? Yeah, he's one of the fucking best. He's been one of the fucking best. What the fuck?
Ever since this man came into WWE, he was one of the best. He's been one of the best for like the past fucking 5-6 years.
Exactly.
Now everybody wants to say it though, but you know, not like we were saying the shit for like the past fucking 6 years or whatever. But you know, what do we know?
What do we know, right? Just ever right.
Exactly. We're just fans, so we can't determine, you know, what makes a great wrestler and what doesn't. So anyway,
yeah, exactly.
So Walter, like he does better than anybody else, he absolutely kills this man's offense and just starts fucking obliterating him. Chops, He gives him fucking like 2 or 3 power bombs, puts him in a sleeper hold, and Tommaso Ciampa passes out. And Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship, man. And this was an amazing match. I mean, I expected nothing less. As soon as I heard this was in the main event, I was so fucking excited. I thought we were going to get like Dominic Mysterio. Judging off the open, I thought we were going to get like Dominic versus Cody in the main event, or Dominic versus Jay. I really thought we were going to get that in the main event, but we didn't. Yeah. We got Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa, and the fact that the fact that was in the main event lets me know Triple H must have had a little bit of control of the pen tonight, because this was just beautiful.
So. Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. I really like what they did with that match, man. And this is the show. You just need to see more. It's kind of the same fucking 4 guys.
Yeah, because if Vince had anything to say about it, you know damn fucking well that we would be... It would be... I guarantee you, if Vince had anything to say about it, we would have got Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio in the main event.
Oh, you fucking know it.
So after the match, Gunther walks away as Imperium, his boys, come out, and they start beating down Tommaso Ciampa. And all of a sudden, we hear Emo Heart. We hear that fucking guy singing Rebel Heart. Bet yourself can't be no one else.
Like, dude, get the real song, please.
Please, for the love of God, get the OG Rebel Heart. We hear Rebel Heart over the PA, and the crowd gave a fucking great reaction, dude. They gave a great reaction to this, man. They popped huge. We have finally found him. He is not missing. He is alive. He is missing no more. Yes.
Look at that.
Johnny fucking Gargano is here, back on Monday Night Raw. Beautiful. Beautiful to see. I absolutely just got the biggest smile on my face when I heard Johnny Gargano. Well, I frowned. I smiled, then I frowned, then I smiled again. The frown came from hearing that guy sing Rebel Heart, but the smile came from knowing Gargano was back. He gets up on the apron, does the slingshot spear to Ludwig, and then he super kicks Fabian Eichner. Tommaso Ciampa's in one corner of the ring. Fabian Eichner super kicked. He drops down to his knees, and Gargano backs up to the other corner as they do the DIY meeting in the middle furniture finisher. My bad. They do the meeting in the middle finisher, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. And did you see, for a lot of people, it cut off right before they did it?
For me, they did it, and it cut off like 5 seconds after they did it. They like looked around for the crowd, and then it cut off.
Dude, I saw so many people on Twitter that they showed their feed. Dude, right before, like 2 seconds before they hit them, before they hit the move, it just cuts off. It just goes to the next thing.
Oh, they didn't even see the with me.
Dude. Oh man, but
Vince ran in gorilla and fucking hit that. He hit that off-air button so fast.
You looped on that bitch. Fucking threw fucking Hunter out the way and just smacked that button. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. Fucking Johnny Gargano is finally back. Finally been found, man. Great to see, man. Get the DIY reunion. Although it's a little late for what we wanted it to be.
Might see him at
it's
War
here,
Games.
man. That is true. We might. I hope so. And I can't wait to see where they go from here, man. I'm so glad he's back, and I'm so glad we get DIY again.
Dude, I'm fucking pumped, bro. I'm pumped, man. I'm so excited. I am so excited to have DIY back. I'm so excited to see Johnny Gargano back. Literally, the shirt he came out in was the shirt that I was wearing yesterday. And like I said yesterday, when I put it on, I just got so sad looking at the damn thing, because I'm like, fuck, man, I miss Johnny Gargano, bro. But not anymore.
Back,
he's fucking
finally
back. He is finally back, man, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to have him back. And let's fucking go. Can we
Hell yeah,
please,
dude.
for the love of God, make this guy a big star on Monday Night Raw? Can we please? Like, dude, look at what you have on Monday Night Raw for him to do, bro. Seth is the world champion. Gunther's the Intercontinental champion. Fucking, there's just so many. There's, like, DIY versus Judgment Day. Like, dude, there's so much you can do with DIY and more specifically with Johnny Gargano and also Tommaso Ciampa. Both of those guys, man, I mean, it is... I mean... God, there's just so much you can do, bro. There's so fucking much you could do here, man. And I really hope this is the time they finally pull the trigger on using these guys.
I really hope so, dude. I really hope so. I hope they don't mess it up this time. And I hope they actually get elevated this time and get shown.
Definitely, man. And Tommaso Ciampa also just had the biggest grin on his face when watching Johnny Gargano do his moveset. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Amazing to see, bro. I'm so glad. I'm so glad he's back, and may we all rejoice because Johnny Gargano is fucking finally back.
Thank God, dude. Thank God, dude. We can fucking tear off those missing posters. Call off the Amber Alert.
Seriously, bro. So, yeah, man, that is everything. That is everything for Monday Night Raw. Yeah, man, that's everything. It's everything for Monday Night Raw. It's everything for Dynamite. It's everything for the week of wrestling, man. It's everything for the week of wrestling. And this Wednesday, we got Edge coming to AEW to look forward to, man. So, still can't believe he's there. I genuinely still cannot believe he's in AEW, bro. That's it's crazy.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, it really is, bro. But yeah, he's definitely right though. Him and WWE definitely outgrew each other, and it was just time.
Yeah, I think so.
It was just time for something new, bro. It was just time for something new. Based off the fact he said that, basically lets me know that he did not want to be old man Edge. We'll use you every 3 months, Edge.
Yep. He want to just go until he can't, or go until he's done.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So yeah, man.
That.
So yeah, man. With that, I also think another thing that did help him was the schedule in AEW, because I believe, because if you want a full-time schedule in WWE, it's a little more. It's a little more laboring. It's a little more laboring, man. But in
AEW,
yeah,
simpler.
In
no fucking live events.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. So, yeah, man. So one last time before we go, man, I just want to give you guys the heads up again, man. The Halloween shirt, The Other Side, the Notorious Heels podcast, Halloween design is available for you guys. Will be available for you guys on all platforms. Good Lord. Will be available for you guys on bonfire.com. Should be a little bit later tonight or early tomorrow morning. It should definitely be up on the merch shop for you guys, man. So here it is again, if you guys did miss it in the intro, man. So, yeah, man. So there it is. And like I said, should be available for you guys tomorrow morning or later tonight. And, well, I guess in the morning, October 3rd. So in a couple hours, it'll be available for you guys in a couple hours. So yeah, man. So yeah, that is that, man. And, that is that. So yeah, man, with that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here with us, hanging out with us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. And with that, it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
It's okay.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Unscripted. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 163. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so very much. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And catch us on Friday for not only the news, but the Wrestle Dream recap and the Fastlane predictions, as well as the news. So we'll see you guys on Friday.
Peace.
get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grit. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is a can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You son, you doing all the yapping, acting as if it can't